tell us what the latest is with Luka, just so that we're clear on what's happening with him?
Well, I think now he's down on the chairman's hands. I think the chairman has been recently speaking to Real Madrid on his situation. So he's in his hands at the moment to define the final situation for Luka.
Is it your understanding that you won't be seeing him here again if he's...
Well, at the moment he's still obviously a Tottenham player. So until the chairman tells me that what is happening, we'll keep obviously his program of training individually. I mean, it's just short days before the Newcastle game, and then see what happens next week.
Do you have a replacement for him in mind? And if so, do you think you could bring that replacement in quickly?
Well, obviously we've outlined a couple of solutions. We still have to address them because this has put in some way the market on hold. We've made initial contacts with a couple of clubs and players, but you know, I think before this situation was solved, we couldn't do nothing because we already have a certain amount of players on that position. So I think if the transfer really happens, we will look to further strengthen the squad over there.
How do you view this game as an opening weekend fixture?
Well, a difficult game. Going to Newcastle away is never an easy trip. I think last year Tottenham drawn, but had a difficult game as well. Were leading most of till the final minutes of the game. So you know, I think it's two teams that want Champions League qualification. You could say that fighting for the same objectives. We want to make sure that this year we can push a little bit further than that, and we will have to see if we are able to do that progressively on a week-to-week basis. It will be good for us to start the season well, but we have to bear in mind that the opponent is an opponent of a high value, and that it's going to be a difficult game.
So what represents a good season for Tottenham?
Well, our ambitions are high, bearing in mind what we did last season. We certainly would be looking to add a trophy to our cabinet. Winning the Premier League is an extremely difficult proposition. I think it's still dependent on how well we can do on the market. The market is still open, but as you see, you know, for a couple of teams is still stalling. It's not becoming easy to deal with. I think on the eventuality that we finished what we want to achieve in the market, we can set out you know, a better proposition of what we can do this year. Certainly, our will and our commitment is to buy well and players with talent for us to go one step further than the year before.